The Southeast leading Miami Heat go up against the physical Utah Jazz. It's Monday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports.
Sports welcomes you to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you on board. We are at Energy Solutions Arena, the home of the Jazz here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here's the starting five as T-Mobile presents our lineup for the tip-off. And, of course, Ronnie Brewer. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
And talking about that trade, I mean, sure, he's not an elite player, but he was able to provide some solid minutes for his team in a lot of areas. We'll see the new rotation here without him, and that's going to be interesting to watch.
Let's take a moment to check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, what do you think will be the key for the Heat?
Well, if they can force a bad game out of Al Jefferson, they'll really help their chances. He's got one heck of a knack for scoring in the paint. So you've got to fight him in the post area. Don't let him get that deep, sweet post position. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
Clark, on the other side, let's talk about the Utah Jazz. What's the key for them?
Well, it seems to me they need to regain their aggressiveness and tenacity at the defensive end. And the thing that stands out to me, their lack of steals. No pilfers during that time. In the past, they fed off of steals. But lately, that's just not been the case.
Oh, this should be fun to watch. Thank you, Clark.
Wade, shooting two.
Can't sink the first.
Boy, Kevin, I tell you what, with Dwayne Wade, what a turnaround and what a difference being healthy makes. People were starting to write Dwayne Wade off because his numbers and production had gone down. But he was hurt. He was not healthy. Knee trouble, shoulder issues, trying to carry a team. And he did it all without complaining, but you knew he wasn't himself. Redeem Team showed you who Dwayne Wade is, and that was the platform and the launching pad for an unbelievable comeback season for Dwayne Wade.
Here's Williams. Here's Jefferson. Scores the opening field goal.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
To the wing. To Ilgauskas. Dumps it down with one hand.
Now that's a statement dunk right there, Kevin. Clear the runway for your own protection.
And here is Williams, averaging 16 points a game. Williams, defended by Chalmers. From 6 feet, that's good. I know you have a lot of favorite players, but am I right in saying that Darren Williams is right near the top for you?
He really is, Kevin, because I watched him a lot in college at Illinois. I loved his demeanor and I liked his IQ. Listening to him talk about the game and then watching how he orchestrated his teams at Illinois and how he does it at Utah.
There are spectacular players in this game, and then there's Dwayne Wade, who brings it to a whole nother level.
Charismatic, competitive, spectacular. I mean, on the heels of the Olympics, he has really risen to a whole nother level, carrying the Miami team in a way that I didn't expect was possible, considering that he's such a focal point of what that team has to do offensively.
And here is Williams. Gets in close, gets the bucket, and the foul. Mario Chalmers puts one up.
Shooting one.
Good for the three-point play. I didn't know if there'd be another point that could play to Jerry Sloan, like John Stockton did. They may have found it in Darren Williams.
I think you're right. It's amazing. Jerry Sloan has been around forever as an NBA head coach, and it seems to be a hand-in-glove fit between Sloan and Darren Williams, in part because I think Darren solicited advice from John Stockton. That's another indicator of how smart and mature Williams is.
That's a very good point. And here is Williams, following the basket by Chris Bosh. O'Cool nails the easy jumper.
These guys are doing an excellent job on offense here at the start of this game. Good shots leading to 4 or 5 shooting.
James with it. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. James. Bosch with it. Down low. Here's Ilgauskas on target with that J from the line.
So far, I don't think you can ask for a better start to the game for them. 4 for 4 thus far.
And here is Williams, defended by Chalmers. It's off his leg. And the officials saying it was kicked. As we grind through the season, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Boston. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And, of course, the Heat, just a couple of spots back. And here is Okur, averaging 8 points a game. Stolen by the Heat.
Great jump on the dump inside.
And the turnover by Miami. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. You look at Miami, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
They have a lot of outstanding shooters on this team, and they're really disciplined. That's what you like to see. They don't take a bunch of bad shots. This team gets the shots they want, and they've got a lot of shooters that can knock them down.
Hughes good.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
James with it, averaging 19 points per contest. Bosch on the low block. Here's Wade. Williams pulls it in.
And that makes them 4 or 5 now. Their first miss of the game. Terrific start thus far.
Hughes connects from in close.
Way to work it inside to get the high percentage look. Nice job there.
Miami trailing. LeBron is called for the charge, and that's his first foul of the game. Sometimes if you've been on the wrong end in your mind of a foul, it's hard to shake that mentally for a player. It might take a couple trips back up and down the floor.
Well, the good ones are able to go into next play mode. The very good players realize there are a lot of plays in the course of an NBA game, and you have to let the bad one go and get ready for the next one. The same with the good play. You got to let it go and get ready for the next play.
The shot by Hughes, no good. So it's Miami now, trailing by 5. This is their second game playing the Jazz this season.
You know, so often you sometimes want to discount early fouls, but anytime you can get fouls drawn early on key players, that can make an enormous difference down the stretch. And they did a good job of that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
You know, they just struggled to make shots. And sometimes with teams, when they're missing shots, it has a way to take other parts of their game down too.
Utah leading. Here's Hughes from the paint. Graceful finish. He has 6.
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
Tipped. The steal by the Jazz. Here's Williams, connects on the baseline jumper.
And right now, Kevin, they're getting everything they want and sending a message while they're doing it.
Bosch. It's in for 3. And here is Williams. He's got 7. Swing pass, right corner. The shot by Hughes, no good. We talked about sending a message, Clark. This certainly is one way to do that.
Well, it really is, Kevin. I mean, it's demoralizing to a defense when you can't and don't consistently get stops.
James with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Here's Wade. Cams the shot.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
Bosch inside, working on Okur. To Bosch. Ilgauskas. Bosch with it. With 1 on the clock. Finishes with the soft touch. He has 7.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Here we get a moment to view the league's highest-scoring teams. Taking a look at Miami, leading the league in scoring. Definitely the most high-powered running gun offense in the league. The fans love it.
They score the ball so well and so quickly because they play with great freedom. I mean, everybody is confident in each other. They know the coaches are giving them the green light. As long as it's a good shot, you're free to take it at any time. And that's how they play. Full throttle all the time with a lot of freedom.
Bosch with it after the miss from Darren Williams. Nice shot by James.
What a run. They're making shots and playing lockdown deep.
Down low. Hughes nails the baby hook. He's got 8.
Way to distribute the basketball.
James with it. 1:23 left in the first quarter. And here is Chalmers. He's against Williams. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Chalmers. It counts. And the foul.
That's his first
Paul Millsap picks one up.
Team foul. Chalmers, shooting 1.
He can't complete the three-point play. Utah trailing here. Here's Millsap, the follow-up flush. And it's now all evened up at 21. To LeBron. Low block. Inside to Bosch. The shot misses. And Utah the other way.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
To Millsap. And James pulls it down. And here comes James. And it's that hustle, Clark, that translates into more opportunities, getting going fast here.
Yep, exactly right. They're really going after it to start this game. A nice, good start for them.
And here is Williams. Millsap. What a big-time shot to beat the buzzer.
You got to be cool and confident to hit a shot like that. He is, and he delivered.
We've got a tie ball game on our hands.
Well, they've been very aggressive attacking the offensive boards, and that's been a big key for them. Still, they need to do a better job of contesting shots. They're allowing too many open looks.
We've reached the end of the first, and both teams going back and forth. It's knotted up at 23.